Good morning. Welcome to the social science class session. In the last class, we discussed the land as a resource. Did you remember? Yes. Our lands has been divided into mountains, plateaus, plains and islands. Around 30% the area covered as mountains, and it is used as concerned with rivers, tourism and ecological aspects. And 27% areas of lands are plateaus, and they are concerned with minerals, fossil fuels and also the forest. Then thirdly, 43% is considered as plains, and it is used for agriculture and industries, and the remaining small portion concerned with islands. These are the structure of the land or our geographical areas. Okay, and today we discuss about the use of land. Our use of land. Use of land. And for this purpose, we can divide land into several parts. The first is used as a forest. Land as the part or used as forest. That is the first division. Then the second is land is not for cultivation, or not used for cultivation. Not used for cultivation. Not. And for this can be divided into two subparts. First one is barren or waste land. Barren or waste land. Then the second is for non-agricultural purpose. Non-agricultural purpose. Yes. Barren or wastelands are unproductive or infertile lands, and non-agricultural lands or the lands are used for non-agricultural purpose. Here we can including the constructions of roads, then factories and also buildings. Okay, this is the second division. And the third is other non-cultivated lands. Other non-cultivated lands. These are including, okay, by seeing these subdivisions, don't be confused. Okay, try to connect each subdivisions with its main division. Okay, and the third is other non-cultivated lands. These again divided into permanent pastures. Permanent pastures. Then second is grazing lands. Grazing lands. And the third is culturable wasteland. Culturable wastelands. Okay. This is the third classification or third category for the use of land. Other non-cultivated lands, that means permanent pastures. Pastures are the lands filled with grasses or small plants, and these areas are suitable for feeding cattle. Okay, and also the grazing lands, also these areas related to cattle. And thirdly, the culturable wasteland. Culturable or non-cultivated lands means it is being uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. Okay, its duration is more than 5 years, 5 agricultural years. This is the third classification. Then our next is fallow lands. Did you hear the term fallow? Fallow means what? It is the uncultivated land, or it is kept as uncultivated. Fallow lands. fallow lands can be defined as it is the lands being uncultivated for two purposes. One is for avoiding surplus production and the second one is for retain its fertility. It means the land's fertility, and we can divide these fallow lands into two. Current fallow lands and also other than current fallow lands. And the duration of current fallow lands are 1 or less than 1 year. 1 or less than 1 year. That means 6 months or few months. Okay. Then other than current fallows concerned with 1 to 5 agricultural years. Okay. Did you understand the concept? Fallow lands are the uncultivated lands that is kept as uncultivated for avoiding surplus production and also for retain its fertility, and divided into current fallow lands, that is the land is cultivated up to 1 or less than 1 agricultural year, and the second category is other than current fallow. Here the lands being uncultivated from 1 to 5 agricultural years. Okay. Then the next division is net sown area. Net sown area. Net sown area. Sown means spreading or scattering. Okay. Net sown areas are the total areas covered or concerned with crops. Okay. And when we calculating the scattering of these crops only one time in a year. Don't be confused. That means these areas means the crops in these net sown areas are cultivated twice in the same year, but we calculate the cultivation only as once, means only one time cultivation is considered. Okay, we avoid the second time cultivation that same year. Okay, and that this is the net sown areas. Then we move to the next topic, that is the utilization of land. Okay. Our next topic is utilization of land. Land is utilized and that is depends upon two factors. Land. In India, okay, we consider the case of India, utilization of land patterns. So, land in India. In your textbook, you can see the utilization of the patterns of lands using in India. And here, for this purpose, two factors are mainly caused for the proper utilization of land in our country. The first is physical factor. What is it? Physical factor. And by physical factor, we include the factors like topography, climate and soil types, different types of soils. And the second factor that is depends for the utilization of land is human factors. Human factors. These are including population density. Second one is technology, that means technological capability. Technology. Then the third is culture and tradition. Okay. These are the two major factors that is depends upon the proper utilization of land in our country. Okay. And you know that India's geographical area is around 3.28 million square kilometer. Okay. India's geographical areas is considered as 3.28 million square kilometer. square kilometer, and among this we can use the only the 93 percentage, okay, and from this we use 93 percentage for land, okay, 93 percentage of land is used, and the remaining 7 percentage is kept as unused or non-utilized portion of land, because most of the northeast parts except the Assam are not fully served, means not fully considered for the use as the use of land, okay, don't be confused. I repeat, our geographical area is around 3.28 million square kilometer, and from this we can use the land areas of 93 percentage, and the remaining areas are kept as unutilized, and the reason is that most of the northeast states except the Assam, the areas are not fully covered under consideration, not fully taken, okay, that is the reason, okay. Then we examine about our forest area, okay, our forest area, and before that we discuss what is the net zone area, you know, and we can say that the pattern of net zone areas or the pattern of zone areas are different from state to state, okay. Let us check what are the cases of different states for the zone areas. Zone area. Now, so the pattern of zone areas are different from state to state. Pattern is different from state to state. And for example, around over 80%, over 80% of patterns or over 80% are included in Punjab and Haryana. Punjab and Haryana. And less than 10% included in the states of Arunachal Pradesh, then Mizoram, Manipur, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, these are the case of different states where the zone areas, means the pattern of areas are differentiated, or difference, we can see the differences in the patterns of zone areas. Then we discuss about our forest areas, okay. When we consider the areas related to the forest or the land used as the forest area, we can say that around, means less than 33% of our land is considered as the forest area. Forest area. And you know the fact that these forest areas are essential for maintaining our ecological balance. These are essential for our ecological balance. So when we reduce the percentage for forest, that will lead to many ecological problems, okay, especially for our living conditions. Then we can say the important concept in today's session, that is land degradation or destruction of lands. Next is land degradation. Degradation means destruction. How these destructions are occurred? Do you know? Yes, land is utilized by human beings and also the plants, but the use of plants didn't make any destruction to the land, but only by the use of human beings the concept of land degradation is arised, okay. So we can say that land degradation is the destruction of lands through different activities by the different activities of human beings. Okay. Destruction of land, that is the meaning of land degradation. Destruction of land through the activities made by human being. Okay. And through the overutilization of resources that will harmful for our land, and the concept of land degradation is arised. Okay. Then examine what are the reasons for land degradation. Okay. What are the reasons for land degradation? At present, the latest information, according to the latest information, 130 millions square kilometers, 130 millions hectares of land are considered as degraded lands. Okay, very danger thing, that is 130 million hectares of land are considered as degraded lands, as degraded. And from this, 28% of land degradation is called, or it is due to the forest degradation, or it is as a part of forest degradation. Then 56% considered as water eroded degradation, or due to the water pollution. Water eroded degradation, or as a result of water pollution. And the remaining 16% is due to the deposits of saline and alkalines. Saline and alkaline. Okay. These are the different forms of degradations that ultimately causes land degradation. Okay. Then we can say the different reasons for land degradation. Okay. First one is deforestation. And second one is overgazing, then mining and quarrying. These are the different reasons or major reasons for land degradation. First one is what? What is the first reason? Yes, deforestation. Second one is what? Overgazing. Overgazing means overutilization of land, okay, for various purposes, whether it is beneficial or harmful. Okay. Anyway, the human being overutilizing the lands. Okay, that also cause for land degradation. Then the third reason is mining and quarrying. These are the major reasons for land degradation. Okay. Our next topic is, what are the consequences of land degradation? Consequences of land degradation. Consequences means results. The first one is the mining areas or the mining locations kept after their excavation works completed. Means after the excavation works, many mining areas deep scarce. It is the result of excavation by mining areas. Mining areas. Then the second result or second consequence is the states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, then Madhya Pradesh and Orissa, Odisha, not Orissa, Odisha. Here the problem of deforestation is arised due to mining. Deforestation. That is as a result of mining. Okay. Then third is the states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, then western parts of Uttar Pradesh. Gujarat, Rajasthan, western parts of Uttar Pradesh, that cause over irrigation. As a result, the land degradation occurs. Gujarat, then Madhya Pradesh, and also, Rajasthan, not Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, then some western parts of Uttar Pradesh. Over irrigation. Then the next consequence is, do you know the term waterlogging? Do you know the term? Waterlogging means it is the excess rainfall and the soil cannot store over water. Then the problem of waterlogging is arised. Okay? Due to the problem of waterlogging, the problem or the land degradation occurs. Then the mineral processings. Then the next consequence is mineral processings like grinding the different stones. Okay? We just say that. Next consequence. Mineral grindings or the mineral processings. 5 is mineral processings like grinding the limestone. For cement industries and also the soap stones for ceramic industries, and this leads to spread of dust or increasing the quantity of dust in atmosphere. Okay, and we can say that the industrial and also the water pollution leads to atmosphere, means problems in atmosphere, and as a result of mineral processings like grinding limestone and soap stones, that is for cement and ceramic industries, that will lead to increase in the quantity of dust in atmosphere. These are the major consequences of land degradation. Then we discuss about the solutions. Whenever there is the consequences, we have to find out a solution for these problems. Okay? And lastly, we discuss about the solutions for land degradation. What are the major solutions for land degradation? Solutions for land degradation. The first one is, do you know the opposite of deforestation? Anyone? Afforestation. Yes, that is correct. First one is afforestation. Afforestation means what? It is the protection of forest. Deforestation means destruction of forest. Okay. Then the second is proper utilization or proper management of minings. Proper mining measures. Okay. Proper mining measures. Then the third solution for the land degradation is controlling of mining activities. That is also the proper usage of mining. And next is proper disposal of industrial damages, means industrial wastes. Proper utilization. Proper utilization of industrial waste. These are the major solutions for the problem of land degradation. The first one is afforestation, then proper mining measures, then proper utilization of industrial waste. Okay, so we discuss the term land degradation, its consequences and also its solutions. Okay, so dears, try to read these concepts thoroughly, and if any doubts is arised, just call me personally. So let us stop here. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.